Hello, thank you for joining 2Graphic for You. Welcome to Windows Live Movie Maker tutorial for how to make an awesome intro and outro. In the next couple of videos, I'll be showing you how to make some really nice looking, professional, or cool video intros and outros in Windows Live Movie Maker. In this video, I'll be showing you how you can make an intro and outro using one of your own photos or videos, not one that you pulled off of Google. That would not be a good idea. You must own the copyright or have to at least have purchased the media that you intend to use. Typically, in video intros, it's a good idea to keep it short and sweet, but your outro can be a little longer. So, why a short intro? Because it is the first 12 seconds of a video that people will decide to watch or not. So, let's get started. So, let's open up Windows Live Movie Maker. And let's add a video or photo of your choice. I think I'm going to choose one that where I worked on a car and I took the I started taking videos and photographs of a car that I was working on so that I can you know, have reference for myself so I would remember how to put it back. And now you can use a photo or you can use a video. In this case, I'm going to use a photo. And photo is 7 seconds, but that's okay. I can add another one. I want my video intros to be around 15 seconds long, so this one is just a little short, so I'm going to go ahead and add another one, and I can shorten that also. Let me see. Maybe I'll add that one. Okay, that one in addition to the other one, that totals about 19, both of them total about 19 seconds. And I don't want it that long. That's a little bit too long. That's nearly 20 seconds. And like I said, you need to keep these short and sweet. The outro, though, can be a little longer. Usually, while when you put a video in and Windows Live Movie Maker is preparing it, depending on how long it is, it takes a little while for the program to prepare the video for playback, but we're almost there. We're almost done. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I want to take this video and I want to make, actually this one I want to make it a little shorter, so let's see how much shorter I can make it. How about 4 seconds? Yeah, that goes down to 15.96 seconds. So this one, I can shorten it, or I can change the speed of the video. I'm not certain which this one is. But I think that makes a pretty nice video. So why don't I just delete this one? See, sometimes you have to just now this one goes for 12.96 seconds. That's fine, but I still want it. Well, I'll leave it at that, 12.96 seconds. This makes pretty good video. See, with these things, you have to play around with it a little bit. I don't want any sound on it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. Or should I slow it down? No, I should speed it up, because you see, when you speed it up, if you take a look at it down here, the intro is a little bit longer. 6.97 seconds. That's a little bit too long, so speed it up a little. That's 6 seconds. So, I want to make it at least 12-15 seconds. So let me get another photograph in here. So now, of course, I'm going to have to wait for the preparation of the video. Now look at what it brought down here. See, it brought it back up, but I'm going to shorten the video. See, in Windows Live Movie Maker, the only way that you can delete the sound that's in there, say you want to put your own narration over it, the only way that you can do that is by slowing the video down or speeding it up. So what I need to do with this one is I need to speed it up. Oh, there you go. Go ahead and click play. That's 12.74 seconds. That one should work. So let's go back here. Now what I want to do is I want to go into animations, and I can choose how I want the intro to be, either like that, let it do it automatically, choose automatic pan and zoom, which I don't want. I can pixelate it or dissolves. I can choose reveals, or I can choose cinematic, or I can choose a visual effect. That looks pretty neat. And I can also choose an animation, though, how I want it to appear. I think I'll choose pixelate. So, see, you can choose animations and visual effects, which is exactly what I'm trying to do, trying to get a different kind of effect in two ways. And then I've got that one there. So, for this one, I can add some kind of other animation. I'll try that one. So, here's how at least the visual part of the intro will look. Now, say we want to add, well, first of all, let's add a title. So let's go back to Home, and Captions. I want the captions to start over here. Now, remember what I said, if you keep your caption down here below, if you're going to monetize your videos on YouTube, most likely right here in this very section there's going to be an ad inlaid right over your video here. So whatever text you have down here, it's going to be covered up. Nobody will be able to see the title or whatever text you have put there. So you can put it in the middle, or you can put it situated up here on top, and you can align the text to the left and have your title there. So I'll title this one installing cylinder heads. So I want to change the font on that, the font type, and use what type of font I usually use for that particular video. Change the size of the font, and maybe I should make the font a little bit bigger. You just have to play around with this until you find something that you're satisfied what you think looks good. And then let's go to the second caption. See, now even though that's the title, if you go over here and you choose title, you're going to get a blank video frame in there with a blank text in here. And see, like this, enter text here. But if you choose the caption will be going over the video or photograph that you want. So here I'm going to go situate it up here. I think I'll do it over here. And the one thing about where'd it go? One thing about the text, you can't add shadow to it unless you have a Photoshop program and you know how to create your own text or title with a transparent background, and then you can import it into Windows Live Movie Maker. Otherwise, you know, I mean, Windows Live Movie Maker has its limits, but if you're creative and have other programs that you can use, then all the better. Then you can do very well with Windows Live Movie Maker. I mean, this is what I had to do before I moved on to something else. And sometimes I still prefer to use this because it's just so much more simpler. It's much quicker. And that always happens, and I don't want to do that. So, double click on that again so I can get back to the effects. My mouse slips, so sometimes it occasionally does that. So now let's play it from the beginning again and see how it comes out. Okay, now that you got that, now we can go ahead and add music. So where was I? Add music. So I'm going to use music here that I downloaded, as always, if I can find the one that I usually use for that. Now, here's when we get to music that we can go to Music Tools Options. And I think I'll choose to fade it in and fade it out slow. And let's see how that turns out. There. And there you have your intro. Let's go ahead and play that again. Well, I did not mean to hit play again. But now, as for your outro can be exactly the same thing. But what you can do is you can choose another video. I need to go back here to set endpoint, music tools options, set endpoint. Okay, now this is just a sample for the intro that you can do. So let me check the duration of that intro again. It's about 11 seconds. So now, let's go to the outro. Okay, the outro is going to have a voice on it. So let's go here to Video Tools, Edit, and slow it down just a little bit. And then, see, even though you slow it down a little bit, it adds more frames to it. That's okay because you can edit, you can trim it, you can set the endpoint. So let's go ahead and go here to, well, let's choose something different for that, for outro. I liked that one. I need to go back here and set the endpoint again for the music. You just have to keep playing around with this until you get what you want. Okay, now, the caption would have to go here. That's pretty cool. So the caption would have to go here. Now, let's say, go to caption. Now, the captions are the interesting part. You could make it look like a credit roll. Even though over here at home you have credits, but like I said, like with the title, that's going to create a whole new blank frame. You don't want to do that. So we're going to go to, double click on that to get back in there. I will do the credit roll. This is just some random stuff I'm typing. You know, you can have whatever you want. And I did a little boo-boo there. Nobody's perfect. We all do boo-boos. I think I'll make that bold. I just added a little interesting. Make it italic also. So, photos and video footage by CJ Grace. Video produced in Windows Live Movie Maker. Please subscribe, like, please subscribe, like, and share. Now this is just a sample of what I just for the purposes of this video to show you what you can do, it says please visit my website at tographicforyou.webs.com. That website has absolutely nothing to do with auto repair at all, DIY auto repair. So that is just for the purposes of this video to show you what you can do. So I'm going to do a credit roll, so let's do the credit roll here and see how long this takes. Now see, that goes a little bit too fast, so the text, you can make it go just a little bit slower. I'm going to go 9 on the text. See? And that would be your outro. And your outro, you can end right there when the text ends. You could also, let's say you're going to have a Facebook page. You could also write on there, like I said now, these are just as a sample. So now let's say you want to add your ending music to the outro, so we'll go back here and add the ending music to the outro. So let's watch the outro now. Now that I made a little boo-boo, I wanted it to have the credit roll. So do it again. And it's right here at this point where you can end it. So music tools, set endpoint, fade out, medium, video edit tools, set endpoint. And there you have your outro. See, and there you have it. You've got your intro and outro by using your own photos or your own videos. If your photos, in fact, let me go back here and we'll do photos. Do I want to save that? Nope, I do not want to. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to use a photograph. Now that's 7 seconds. So that's fine. We can go back here and put another photograph in. That's 14 seconds. So you know what? That's pretty good. So I'm going to add an animation to it. a visual effect. My favorite visual effect, where it changes color, pixelates first and then changes colors. See how all those colors change. And then I'll also do that with this video. Motions and fades. Like that. See the different colors that it puts in there. It looks sort of like an animation, which it is. So if you have a photograph or a video that isn't long enough, you can continue adding, slowing down and trimming, cutting clips until you have the amount of time that you want. This is 14 seconds. I can work with 14 seconds in my intro. So then we go back here to home and we'll put a caption on that. Actually, I didn't want to do that. I wanted the caption to go right here. So I'll put the caption there. And you can do the same thing here. And then go back here and take the timeline and move it over here. Just random stuff I'm typing in here. You can type in anything you like. It's all up to you. Text duration's a little slow, but I'm hoping you get the idea. Now let's go to add music. Like I said, you can add any kind of music you want. Don't know what type of music I want to choose, so I'll just choose anything at random. Music tools options. Fade out slow. Press play. And that's your outro. Pretty simple. And you just have to be creative, and you just have to work, edit, tweak, set start time, set start point, set end point, fade in, fade out, work on music volume. That is, if you decide that you want to have music in the background while you narrate, which I'll get into, I'll save that for another video. But anyway, that's it for this video. I'm trying to keep it short, and I don't want it to go too long, because I want people to be able to absorb what I'm teaching. I want people to absorb these tutorials. So, anyway, that's it. I hope this helped you. I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next video.